Hey, what's up guys, SUDDOTH2 here, and I'm going to be doing a vlog about the RTX event over in Austin, Texas about a couple weeks ago. So, sorry it's a little late. It's been really busy with Destiny and trying to upload some content to my YouTube channel, and so let's get it started. So, what ended up happening is right after the Chattanooga event, my teammates decided to stay over at my house and instead of me taking them back home because we were going to be leaving a couple days later shortly. So, we stayed at my house and we played right next to each other, all four of us. We were landing, quad hosting, whatever you want to fucking call it, but we were just, practicing really hard. And what was sad is like we were 2 days before the event, and we really could not find people online for scrims. It was almost like, no one was practicing anymore for it. It was almost like they were just ready and they were just wanting to go. I know a few teams showed up early at the tournament, and kind of really hurt because we had to really either barely play, and then the night before our airport, or run to the airport, we actually didn't play at all. So we just took like a day off break. But funny story is, we were running a little late to the airport because my brother, he was like taking forever to get ready and packed up. He waited till like last second to pack his bags, and we get our car, we drop it off at the airport, we get through long-term parking or whatever, and actually, take that back. We had to drop our one car off at BWI, and we ended up flying out of Philadelphia. And huge shout out to P Money. You're awesome because he ended up taking us to the airport, gave him gas money and stuff. So huge shout out to him. If it wasn't for him, like we really would have had to, drive two cars and drop one off at different airports and then worry about getting back that way. But man, it was crazy because our return flight was to BWI, but we flew out of Philadelphia, so it ended up being cheaper that way, gas money and plane ticket wise. So we get there at the airport. We had 30 minutes before our flight leaves. Actually, we had an hour before our flight leaves, and I guess we printed our boarding passes online. And I guess Southwest is partnered up with this U.S. Airways or whatever, AirTran or something. I think it's AirTran, and they don't accept mobile boarding passes over at the gate. So literally, we get in, we take our like phones, and we like go up and we're like, hey, our boarding pass is on our phone. So we try to scan it, and AirTran doesn't take mobile boarding pass. You have to go back down and get the actual boarding pass. So we type in our stuff in the machine, and it won't let us print it because we're within a certain amount of time restriction that it would not let us reprint our boarding passes. So literally, I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, man, the lines are long. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and no, it's like 5:50 in the morning. Lines are huge. You can't talk to any representatives. I run out. I'm like, I need to print my boarding pass. They're like, sorry, dude, like 30 minutes, and they don't print them anymore. You have to go talk to a representative over there. I'm like, what? So my teammates are just sitting up there, security check-in, trying to get through to get their luggage done. They can't get by because none of their boarding passes are printed out. And I literally just ran, asked the lady at the front of the line. I was like, hey, or the guy at the front of the line. I was like, can I get in front of you, man? Like, we're really about to miss our flight, and I really can't afford this. And literally, if we missed our flight, it would have been crazy. That was expensive flights over to Austin, Texas. So luckily, last second, the guy lets me in front, and I talk to the lady. I'm like, I need my tickets, reprinted. I have them on my phone, but the lady won't accept it out there. So she prints them out real quick, and she's like, you're not going to make it. And I'm like, at least I'll try. So she hands me the boarding passes. I run up to security. We get through, and we get through security. We're all fine, and Toxic has like this ankle brace on. So they stop him, and they have to like check him, body check him and shit. I'm just like, no. I'm like, man, if anything else could happen, like we're really going to miss this flight. So they hurry up. Like 10 minutes, like 5 minutes later, like he has to like get checked and everything. And what ended up sucking was as we're running to our gate, like literally we're a minute away from our gate. They're like, you guys have 3 minutes to get over to the gate, otherwise you're gonna miss your flight. So they called all of our names out over the intercom. We get there and we get it safe, get in our plane, and we literally slept the whole ride there. Like we stayed up all night because we thought, oh, it's a 4.5 hour flight, whatever. We're just gonna sleep on the flight. We should be fine. We don't play till later in the afternoon. And the crazy thing is we could not sleep on that flight. We literally were so tired. for all day Friday. Like it was literally crazy. And we land. I get my rental car. We take it to our hotel. Actually, we didn't even go to our hotel yet. We went straight to the tournament. So right from the airport straight to the tournament, and parking was a bitch. We could not literally find anywhere close to park. We had to park like 2 blocks off, and the walk was like 15 minutes over to the Hilton. And the Hilton and the venue were like right next to each other, so it wasn't in the same building, which was kind of like terrible almost, because like it was very confusing. It was like not coordinated, communicated like correctly. Like no one knew where their matches was. You know, supposedly you're gonna get a text whenever you had your match and you had 15 minutes to show up, but sometimes, like, I never even got a text. I got a DM on Twitter. I don't check my DMs on Twitter like at a tournament, you know what I mean? Like I'm more worried about like calling and texting and stuff like that. So it's just like crazy. And it was a really fun tournament. A lot of people there. A lot of people showed up. I don't know if you've ever been to a RTX event, but it was a blast. I have you know, some videos and stuff from 2 years ago, right before Halo 4 was released, and we went to that. That was our first RTX event, and this past one was really fun as well. They had a lot of you know, Halo, bunch of different games stationed throughout. They had tournaments, booths, panels, showings. Bungie had like a huge like video with a bunch of players up there, and I don't know, it was pretty awesome. And it was a really awesome blast. Trying to think what ended up going on. I'm gonna look through you know, some stats and stuff. I played actually pretty decent throughout the tournament. Not, I would say average is normal. Like I didn't play my best every single series, but I did have my good series and stuff, and I had some okay series, so I didn't really like go off every single game. You know, but I definitely did play my worst in the very last series against Ambush, and it's probably like the worst series of my career. Yeah, I mean, I'll go over that in a little bit, but that's just some bullshit. But yeah, I got literally anal. I got raped. It sucks, and not literally, but you know, in a video game sense. And so basically, Halo had a little booth over there. They had Mason, like Mason Neighbor. I don't know if you know who he is, and Eric. Ghostiami. They had them doing like 1v1s on Halo 1 and Halo 2 for a chance to win like an Xbox One, also win a game, and some cool like posters and prizes. They also had like some booth over to the side showing some pretty cool things from the campaign, from the Master Chief Collection, and some other cool things. But most of the time we were just like sitting around, man. Like it kind of sucked. And one thing that they had going on throughout the whole weekend was this thing called FFA, and it was ran pretty poorly, personally. And I'll give you a couple reasons why. So they had a couple different wristbands. They had daily wristbands, they had weekend wristbands, and then they had like the premier like VIP wristbands for FFA. The VIP one had their own station, eight consoles, 8 setups of the Vanguard. I would say no one had those wristbands, so that station was not used at all weekend. It was maybe used once or twice, and everyone else had to wait in line. And they had 2 stations, 16 consoles, and you had to wait. Top 4 stayed on, and the bottom 4 had to get up and go back in line. And the worst thing about it was only the top 2 got points. So literally, you know, you might get second or third by like 1 kill, and you're literally sitting there all day. And my teammate Flamehead, he literally was just on the station all day, but he kept getting like 3rd or 4th, and it was like barely by like a couple kills, man. Like he was not getting any points, and it was just like, I jumped on there, got like a couple points real quick, and then I didn't really play as much because I was more focused on the 4v4, and I didn't qualify at that point. But it was like really frustrating because, you know, sometimes there wasn't even enough people to have games. Sometimes, you know, the line was so long, and there was a whole station over on the other side not even being used at all. Personally, I think there should have been a buy-in of like, you pay X amount of dollars, everyone's in the FFA, and you get randomly seated, and then you play in the bracket. You know what I mean? Like a FFA bracket. That's how I personally would have liked it. One of the combines for the MLG events, that's how they were set up pretty much, and you got points for each round, and total like points at the end of the you know, FFA was like the winner and stuff like that. So it was kind of, I kind of prefer that for future tournaments, but that's how I would have done it personally. But moving on, it was a, like I said, really fun event, but we really we didn't play our best like we were online, but we played pretty well. We lost very close series. I believe in winners bracket we ended up losing to one of the teams that got top 4 is Play a Joe's team, I think. And going into the winners bracket round 4 match, I believe it was, yeah, we lost like game 1 like 50-47 or 50-48, and then we barely lost game 2, and it was a best of 3 series. So I mean, if those 2 games would have went the other way around, I could have seriously seen us placing a lot better than what we did. I believe we placed 7th or 8th. I don't know, 5th or 6th. I have no clue, man. Like it's been a couple weeks. I'm gonna have to like look that up. But actually, I'll look it up right now. But man, like it's like in the winners bracket, it was literally like that close, and it could have went the other way around. And you know, it's just, yeah, we got 5th, 6th. So 5th, 6th at the RTX event, and yeah, man, like I ended up, like, they ended up having a Halo 2 free-for-all tournament as well, which was actually really kind of cool. It was on the very last day, and kind of same concept. I didn't really like it as well. It was the first 8 people to get 5 points qualified. So literally, you could have had like 50 people sign up, but the first 8 people to sit down and get 5 points qualified directly into the finals. Anyone else, doesn't even matter. Like, there was no, it was like literally one round and you're pretty much in to the semifinals or whatever. And it was all done on the side station. None of the matches were really broadcast on the main stage, which kind of sucked. And I don't know why, but you'd think, like, if it's being like one of the biggest Halo tournaments of the year, they would broadcast it, but there wasn't really a lot of game time footage on the main stage for Halo. There's a lot of really good series, like Us versus Ambush and a couple other that, like, not even shown on the main stage or at all. I mean, and from what I was told, it was like broadcast times. You know, they had certain times they had to broadcast certain games and stuff, and I was just like, I mean, you don't have multiple streams. You couldn't just stream just gameplay. You don't need commentators. Like, people want to watch, you know what I mean? I still don't even think there was VOD even uploaded from the tournament itself from those kind of side matches, and those are the kind of stuff Halo people want to watch. Like, people want to watch me get raped. People want to watch other teams destroy other teams, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, why would you not give that to the Halo community if that's really what they care about, not just a stat or just like a placing, like, oh, so-and-so placed 1st and 2nd, so-and-so got top 8, you know? Like, it's just like, well, I want to see how they got top 8. I want to see what other teams did or why they lost. So, I mean, like, stuff like that is just kind of frustrating. And Toxic, my teammate, ended up winning the Halo 2 FFA. I got 3rd, I believe, and didn't really win much. I got like a t-shirt and, you know, some gum and 812 Hertz gum, and which is pretty good, and then you know, just a bandana and stuff like that. But he ended up winning his first Astro headset. He's been borrowing mine for a while, and I finally won one. I don't know if he's going to use it. He said he doesn't really like wearing gaming headsets at home, so at least he'll probably just keep it or for the tournaments and stuff. But I hope our team sticks together. That was the plan right after the event. I haven't really talked to them that much in the last month. They've been kind of doing their own thing, taking a little break. I've kind of been taking a break too, from Halo at least. Just, you know, uploading some content every now and then. Just, you know, playing a few like free tournaments and stuff for Halo 3, some matchmaking, and Halo 2 PC, which is actually getting a lot bigger, and I'll be on there a lot more soon. But my plans have been Destiny. I don't know if you guys know what Destiny is, but it's a game by Bungie. It's the newest title that's going to be coming out on September 9th, and I've been playing the beta a lot. So I've been streaming a lot of my rebroadcasts from that lately, and a lot of people are enjoying it, and I'm just really excited for the game to come out. And I'll go into another video about Destiny all on its own, coming up here soon. But man, I mean, to kind of sum it up, RTX was really fun. I would really want a huge shout out to Warheads. Give them a follow on Twitter. Twitter.com/warheads, Facebook.com/warheads, and warheads.com. So check them out. Huge shout out to them for getting us out to the tournament and sponsoring our team. Yeah, man. So we're gonna be grinding really hard, hopefully, for this Master Chief Collection. Still gonna be playing, and like I said, hopefully the team sticks together. And see me on Halo 2 PC coming up here soon. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. I'm just looking back at my tweets, and oh, Little Sonic. So if you guys don't know who Little Sonic is, I've been playing a lot of Halo 4 with him before these upcoming like smaller tournaments like Chattanooga and Atlanta and stuff. He actually is 13, I think, and his mom actually let him go to the tournament. So we actually met up with him. He stayed with us the whole weekend. It was his very first tournament. He competed in the FFA, and he wore a Reality Check coach jersey, which was pretty cool. Ended up giving him one, so he's got that at his house, and he was really ecstatic. He was probably one of the coolest kids I've actually met. That it's really down to earth. He's really talented as well. So I mean, if you guys are looking for a free agent, hit him up. And he was our coach this tournament. He did pretty well. I mean, becoming a player to a coach, there's a couple of things that you have to transition. We were more focused on times and stuff, and he was more trying to call out as much. And Toxic didn't really like that, so he just kind of like stepped his foot down and was like, "Yo, just focus on times and stuff." There's a few times he missed a few of them, but I mean, hey, no hard feelings. He did a pretty decent job, and huge shout out to him. And he stayed like I said, with us the whole weekend, and he had a huge blast. So hit him up. I believe his Twitter's Little Sonic X. So hit him up with a follow. And trying to think if there's anything else if I missed here. Yeah, man. Our way home, we got back to BWI. My brother took off work that day, and we pretty much have been I've been grinding Destiny. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If I missed anything, I'll definitely update you guys if any highlights or anything. If you have any questions, tweet me at SUDDOTH2, and I'll post a link in the description. Also, I have an ask.fm/SUDDOTH, so if you want to post any questions there, I'll probably go through those in a future video, answering any questions if you had. So thank you guys for watching, and really appreciate it. Thank you guys, RC Nation, supported, and I'll be streaming a lot on twitch.tv, and I be looking forward to a MLG.tv stream. I've already signed the contract for that, and hopefully I'll be on there soon. So keep an eye out, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.